Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Another hair transplant guy. Now, I don't really do too many long form videos, but I'm going to start doing more. This is my top 5 products and items that I use to help with post-surgery growth. This is after the 2 month mark. This is very important. After the 2 month mark, these are the things that I've incorporated and weekly regimen. My clinic, which has been super amazing, Turch Care. They are located in Orange, California. Really, really good people. Owner's a really close friend of mine and someone who has supported this whole process before I got to Turkey, while I was in Turkey, and even now leaving. I'm gone from Turkey. I've been gone for quite some time. I think I'm on day 75, day 80, and he has been amazing. Him and his team have been super supportive, but we'll talk more about that later. Right now, we're just talking about top 5 products that has been my go-to, and am now starting to see real growth, like less shedding. I call them baby hairs. I'm starting to see more baby hairs and more progress, and I'm like excited. I'm like actually low-key chilling. I got the little Norbert afro right now, but it's cool because I'm now seeing the other areas really starting to grow. For number one, we'll start with this in no particular order. This is the spray. They gave me about 3 or 4 of these. I don't know if it's going to come into focus, but it's from Turkey, not in English. But they gave me 3 or 4 of these sprays to last me for 3 to 4 months. And this is a spray that it's a natural alternative or replacement for minoxidil. This is called Procapill. Procapill is also something that helps with follicle stimulation and growth underneath. It also helps with reducing shedding, but the main purpose is growth and support once you get past that 2 month mark. I do it 2 times a day, and it's a lot goes a long way. So and you just let it sit twice a day. This is a great product when you have a clean scalp. But also it's good for stimulation. It's good for building up your hair follicles so they be stronger, and you don't have to worry about shedding as much, because you're going to go through a shed phase, but if you can support the follicles to make them stronger, you'll have less shedding. So far, I'm having less shedding. I should be looking on this side, I think, or this side. The camera's on that side. Number 2, this is a hair serum. This is a I shouldn't say a replacement. This is more like a peptide. This is a very thick serum. I think I'm not even in focus, but it's a very thick serum. And this serum I do once daily at nighttime in my transplanted areas. A little goes a long way. I take this out and I put a drop there, a drop there, and a drop there. And that, I just go like that, boop, 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 and like that. I don't massage it in, I don't rub it in, and I let it sit overnight. After I take in my shower and my scalp is clean, I let it sit in my scalp and let it penetrate throughout the night. And then the next morning I take my shower, and after I take my shower, then I hit it with this in the spots and let it go until maybe I take a shower after the gym later in the day and hit it again. But this is more of a serum, a growth serum and a follicle serum. This is a peptides. These are peptides, so these are going to help with the growth in your scalp and in your follicles, and it's also going to help with the dormant follicles. This has some vitamin B complexes in it, and it also has a mild DHT blocker, a natural one. This is a game changer. This is the second thing. They gave me 6 of these vials, the clinic, and so far, one vial is lasting me, I would say 15 days. 15 days, and I get a little heavy-handed, but 15, honestly, 15, 20 days, and that's me not being heavy-handed. If I do it the right way, it should last me about 20 days. Number 3, I'm gonna go to the needle. This micro needle is what they gave me. It gave me a cool little case, the micro needler. It's super awesome. Now, let's have a micro needle 101. Actually, I'm gonna do a separate video. Now, I did a quicker video of this. It's on my Instagram and my TikTok. I do the top 5, and this video is like under 3 minutes, but this is more of an expanded video and taking my time a little bit more to share my top 5 things that have been helping with my growth post surgery. This micro needler is a 0.005 or 0.05 millimeters in length. The needles are very, very tiny. The issue with this is if you don't do it right, if you do it too much, or you don't do it with a clean scalp, you can actually cause infection. When it comes to microneedling, you want to make sure you have a clean scalp, and you want to make sure that you clean your microneedler, and you want to make sure that after you do the microneedle, I don't put any product in it. I let if I microneedle, at least for 12 hours, I'm not putting anything into my scalp. I want it to heal. Now, there could be a strategy where you put something in your scalp, but for me and from the clinic that I'm working with, I don't put anything in my scalp. Not this early on. Maybe if I get to month 4 and 5, I would trust to put something in my scalp if I have more hair showing. But when I started doing the micro needling, the areas that were still bald in my grafted spots, now the hairs are starting to come in. It's a little painful. I hate pain, but I think some people would be like, it's not that painful. I have a very low pain tolerance, so for me it's uncomfortable, but it's worth it because when I'm doing it, I'm already like, I know what it's going to do, and I literally just go like that. I go like that, and I go in my middle because that's where my area's at if you've been following my videos. And no lie, I would say after the second week of doing this, the little baby hairs started really popping up in the areas that low key I was losing a little faith in. I was like, I must have did something wrong. I'm seeing it in the other areas, but I'm not seeing it all the way in the front. Maybe I didn't do this right. Maybe when I shampooed, I did too much. All these things were going through my head, but when I started hitting with the micro needler, and I think probably with the combination of the other products too, that's when I'm starting to see some real success. That was number 3. Number 4, supplements. Now it's out of focus. There you go. And you can't read it. It's not in English. So these supplements are a game changer. Shout out to my clinic. The ingredient list is all natural list. Saw palmetto is in there. Ginkgo biloba. I always say it wrong. It's just bad because I'm a nutritionist, so I should know how to say it. There's also green tea extracts in there. Zinc, iron, biotin, vitamin B complexes. There's a myriad. There's a spectrum of great ingredients in here, and I take 2 with the meal. It doesn't, sometime in the morning, sometime at lunch, but 2 of these bad boys I've also noticed in combination with the other stuff has helped stimulate growth. Number 4, supplements. Get you a trusted supplement. Again, if you're in the process of doing this, you want to get your hair transplant and you're doing your homework and your research, hopefully you checked out some of my other videos. Check out my Instagram and TikTok. It has the same handle, at another hair transplant guy, and you'll see my journey. I'm pretty excited about this journey. I have a lot more confidence now that it's actually going to grow in and that the investment actually did pay off. It's kind of tricky the first month after the scabs fall off because the scabs look like hair, so you thinking you good, and then when the scabs fall off, you like, oh no. This is low key, and I got my little hair joint on. This is Johnny, Yani. I got off of Amazon. I ain't gatekeeping on y'all. I don't get any money for this, but I have 2 of these and I love it. The thing is, keep it clean. It's satin lined, and I keep the inside washed a lot because I don't want the band to get dirty while I'm sleeping and break me out on my skin, and I don't want to accumulate oil and garbage inside, so I keep it clean. Number 4, this supplement game is crazy. A really, really great alternative. Minerals, vitamins, and some plant-based goodies in here. Number 5. I only put this, and this is after I got to day 60. Day 75, I think, 76. This is Haitian black castor oil. I do not put this in my transplanted area. I only put this in my donor area because and I know maybe some of the oils will trickle into the other part, but I'm fine with that. I don't do it often, but this has also been a game changer because I know the spray has a hydrogenated castor oil in it, but this is a thicker serum, and I love the smell. It has the rosemary and mint in it, and I know for sure from a nutritionist standpoint and a holistic standpoint that these ingredients are stimulating the other growth of my hair. However, I feel like this is my secret weapon. And I use, and no gatekeeping. I don't get no money from them. I've been using them for like 2 or 3 years anyway. And they've been keeping, I feel like they helped me hold on as long as I did. If you guys see my before pictures, I didn't lose a lot of hair. I was starting to lose hair, and my temple area was thinning out and my crown was thinning out. And low key, that was, check out the other video. I'm not taking my drone off this one. But low key, it was very, I was like, I see how this story ends and I need to do something about it now. And that's what I did. I reached out to Hollis. Shout out to Hollis in Orange County. A really great guy from Turkey. He got me all set up, and for the people who know when it's time to travel, when it's time to eat out, when it's time to do anything, I'm someone who has to do the full investigation on what's going on. When it came to my hair transplant, I think it took me a year to figure out if I was going to do it in the States, if I was going to do it overseas. I wanted to make sure that the surgeon didn't just have experience with European and white hair, but also had experience with black hair and curly hair texture and coarse hair and just black and brown people. I just want to make sure. And yes, indeed, this surgeon showed me pictures, and I had the warm and fuzzies inside that I'm with the right team. And when I got there, it was nothing but love. It was an all-in-one stop shop. But that's another video. Again, my top 5 as a recap. We did the spray. This is Procapill, which is alternative to minoxidil. Number 2 was the serum, which is like a peptide serum that has some B complexes in it and a natural DHT blocker. This was my bonus number 5, which was from Creole Essence. They were on Shark Tank. I've been using them for quite some time now, but I only put this in the donor area. Number 4 was my supplements. These are great if you don't have these exactly. Make sure you get some biotin, do some vitamin B complexes, do some zinc and some iron. People forget about the trace minerals. And then also some saw palmetto. That's pretty good for hair growth. And some ginkgo, green tea extracts, anything to stimulate. And about this has rosemary and mint. Those are also great natural stimulants for the scalp. And last but not least, we did the microneedler. Those are 5 things that I will not go without when it comes to post-surgery after month number 2. So after day 60, these are some of the fun things you can incorporate to get you going. That way the rest of your journey is successful. This was a long video. I hope you benefited from it. I would try to add some effects to this post-edit. I'm not an editor, but I'll try to add something so you're not bored by all the talking I'm doing. But again, I hope you got some value out of this, and follow for more. I'm going to do way more tips, top 3s and top 5s, things not to do, things I messed up on, top 3 things some people didn't tell me and I wish I knew. We'll keep that theme going. That way, if you're in the process of getting it, you'll know what to do. If you already got it, you have some support. And if you are down the road, in the comment, my bad, I dropped the AirPod. In the comment, leave some feedback and give us some of your tips because we're learning. This is a community.